Okay, what are we going to do today? We're going to try to see how good Copilot is in comparison to ChatGPT. So I had this situation where I'm trying to get a list of 10 B&Bs in particular state, and then I want to have this list in my email so I can deal with it later. Sounds like a pretty simple thing for pretty much any kind of AI to handle, right? So I went into Copilot, and it did give me the list, and then it says I can't email it. You have to copy and paste into your email if you want to email it. So I figured, okay, we'll try that. So then the next thing that happened was and I'll show you in a minute exactly what that looked like once you copy it. Then I went and tried to do something with the list because it looked, it was unusable basically the way I did it in Copilot. So I went to ChatGPT and gave it a simple prompt to see if I can get it in a better, more usable state, and it was just fine. Again, we'll go through this in a second. But then I went back to Copilot because I wasn't logged in, and I decided to log in, and then I wanted to try a different approach to see if it would work better. And what happened was after I logged into my Microsoft account, without any problems, by the way, it came back with this screen. As you can see, it's been sitting like this. There's nothing in that, whatever that pop-up is right here. I have no idea what it's for. And then we have these little deals entertaining me. It's been doing this for about 5 minutes now. In other words, useless. So I don't know what Microsoft is doing. They're certainly not doing what they should be doing, in my humble opinion. But anyway, we'll just kill that, and I'll just show you what happened here. So when we go to, let's go to initially what happened with the copy-paste from Copilot. It gave me a list of these B&Bs, but as you can see, the list is unusable. It's not clickable. You can't go to these URLs. It looks terrible, in my opinion. It just doesn't work. So then basically I went to ChatGPT, and I gave it the following prompt using the same data. I said that I'd like you to take the following list and convert all URLs to be clickable and then email it to me. And they just pasted the same exact thing you just saw. I pasted into Gmail. And it pasted it, like this. It still looks pretty bad, but basically it just says text and doesn't have, it has the URLs. And these are not clickable. As you can see, I click here, it doesn't do anything. So then what it did when I asked it for that, it says, here is your list of clickable links. And if you actually click on it, it'll go to that URL. So it's exactly what it should be doing. This one's a little slow. How about this one? There we go. It comes right up. So basically the URLs are here and the names are there, and this is fine. Don't need to have them separated. And so then when I copied this, it says, since I can't directly email, you can copy paste. So same kind of deal. So I just simply hit their copy, and then I went back to Gmail, and then when I copied it, let's pull this up a little bit bigger. And then when I copied it after the Copilot copy, this is what it actually copied like. Here's a list of clickable links. You can see it looks nice. All of these right here, by clicking on them, you can see they have the right URLs. So if I go to this particular, it comes right up. So moral of the story is I haven't really been using Copilot, and this example doesn't mean it's completely useless for everything, but it's the usual Microsoft thing. It's kind of like Apple. They just can't get their act together until they break many times, and they still can't get their act together. So yeah, definitely stick with ChatGPT would be my recommendation. Claude is fine too. And one thing that was interesting, I tried to use the new Perplexity. I'll do a separate video on that. Perplexity Assistant on my phone. And I asked it actually to give me a list of 10 B&Bs in every single state. And it choked on that, saying that it'd be too many entries, so it can't do it. But if I ask it for one state at a time, like get 10 at a time, then it does it just fine. So I thought it was kind of interesting that there is a limit how much it's willing to give you. Anyway, with that said, just a short little video. Use ChatGPT, don't use Copilot. That's my recommendation.